Hello there and welcome to the Mind Was Masterclass. I am Panna Kamaljit, a psychologist with over 11 years of experience in mental health. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your life without any emotions. Sounds impossible, right? That's because the truth is that our emotions make our lives exciting and magical. We focus on them because they decide the quality of our life and color all our experiences. For instance, when we are happy, everything seems better, possibilities seem endless. But when we are sad, everything appears dull and we feel stuck. The most things in the world come with an instruction manual. Our emotions don't. No one tells us how to manage our feelings and be the person we want to be. So let's move on to understanding the roller coaster ride of emotions in today's masterclass. Emotions are unpredictable. They come and go. One moment we may feel frozen with fear, and in another moment we may be jumping with joy. And our brain is the warehouse where all of these emotions are stored. We need to know that no matter how mentally tough we are, we will still experience sadness, fear, shame, guilt, anger. We will have times when we doubt ourselves. This is because we cannot control our emotions, but we remember that they will pass too. Do you know that even negative emotions can actually be very helpful? That's because sometimes we need to touch rock bottom before bouncing up again. Can you imagine what would happen if we don't feel fear? We wouldn't move away from the road even if we see a car approaching us at breakneck speed. So emotions actually help us survive. However, what happens when negative emotions overpower us? When they do, we may be reluctant to leave our comfort zone. We may lose our motivation and confidence to face setbacks. Now, let us look at the types of emotions. Dr. Paul Ekman, a pioneer in study of human emotions, has given 6 basic types of emotions. They are happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, and disgust. Let's look at each one of them and let's see what magic they bring to our lives. Don't worry. Be happy. Happiness, a positive emotion, which is the most sought after, of course. You feel it when you have your favorite ice cream, when you got a good grade, or when your favorite football team that you've been rooting for finally wins the game. Happiness makes you smile, laugh, or even jump with joy. But did you know that happiness has some positive effects on your bodies as well? Happiness leads to feelings of satisfaction and contentment. It strengthens our immune system, releases some chemicals in our body that protect us from diseases and illnesses. Feeling blue. All of us feel sad once in a while, right? It is a feeling that comes through when we lose something important or when we feel very disappointed. Sometimes we just feel sad by looking at someone who is suffering, or when we are lonely or ill. Our body reacts to sadness by crying. We may feel low on energy or even lose our appetite. But if sadness goes for too long, it can interfere with our lives and make it very difficult for us to do all the things that we usually do. It is important at such times to talk to friends, family, or even seek professional help so that sadness does not take over our entire life. I'm scared. Fear comes in so many forms. The fear of failure, the fear of dying, the fear of heights, and much, much more. It makes our muscles tighten, increases our heart rate, dries the throat. When we face a fearful situation, our brain has two choices: fight the problem or flee from it. Fear is the most basic and primitive of all human emotions and helps us escape from danger. Sometimes we even like to be scared when we know that we are safe. For example, when we are on a ride in an amusement park or while watching a scary movie. Don't make me angry. Anger is what you feel when something does not go your way. The cause could be something really simple like being caught in traffic, or something really big like seeing someone being unfairly treated. We also get angry to different levels. We might become only a little irritated or fly into an intense rage. It makes our heart beats faster. We clench our fists, our muscles tighten. Anger is helpful when it helps us protect ourselves and fight for our rights. But it can also be very destructive when it used to harm others. Surprise, surprise! I'm sure you've been taken by surprise at some point. Maybe you got a gift that you didn't expect, or perhaps you found money in your pocket. It may make you laugh or even cry. The real emotion of surprise actually lasts only for a very short while before another emotion like happiness takes over. Sometimes surprises can be less pleasant. That's why we call it a shock. It could be a loud noise in the middle of the night, or an unexpected twist in a movie's end. There is a burst of hormones when we feel surprised. No wonder our brain always registers and remembers surprising events for a very, very long time. Ew, that's disgusting. Disgust. It's caused when we experience something really dirty or offensive. We may become disgusted to physical things like smelling something, seeing something, tasting or touching something that's revolting. Sometimes, though, we may also feel disgust when we see somebody else's bad behavior. Disgust often triggers nausea and causes people to shudder or shake. Nature has given us this ability and this emotion to ensure that we never eat or touch something that could be possibly fatal or harmful for us. Since emotions are so powerful, they can act as guides for our personal growth. They can tell us when something is wrong, and they allow us to make changes to our lives. They also help other people understand what we are going through. But don't cling on to emotions as if your existence depends on them. They don't define you. How we manage our emotions decide how we look at the world. Like the quote goes, feelings are like waves. We can't stop them from coming, but we can choose which ones to surf. Want to be the first one to know about these videos on the Mind Wars YouTube channel? Quickly press subscribe and hit the bell icon. And remember that knowledge increases by sharing. So make sure that you share this video with your friends and family.